Hi there! Welcome to Pallet University and the next episode, episode 24, I believe, of our Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Rescue Team DX. Now, remember last episode how I said that Mount Fireway was 40 floors? Congrats, you played yourself. It's 60. So I spent the last hour and a half, because this is not an easy dungeon either. I spent the last hour and a half getting to this point. So it is what it is. But we're almost there. So it's going to take up probably the entire episode, assuming that I can get through it relatively quickly. Which is honestly kind of assuming a lot. This episode might be closer to 40 minutes. Okay, this is... especially when I have the tag team that I have. Gallade keeps dying. I don't think anyone else on the team has died except for Gallade. And it really bothers me. Because I really wanted Gallade. Because otherwise I would have to find a male Kirlia and then spend, I think, 4 evolution crystals on it. And evolution crystals are hard to come by. So, obviously, sub-ideal. So I wanted this Gallade because I found it in a mystery room or whatever it's called that you need the invitation for. And I was like, a Gallade? Heck yeah, you should be pretty decent. And it's even a relatively high level. Let me see if I can't find where to see its level. There we go. It's level 55! And it gets 2-shot by basically everything. Anyway, we also recruited this Alakazam because they are, native here. They just spawn here as part of the regular dungeon. Munchlax I also found in a, special house, mystery house, I think. I really should know, being episode 23 of this series, I really should know the names for some of the terminology, but I don't. And then this Kabutops, I think, needed an apple. And I happen to have one on me, and I wish that I hadn't, TBH, because I don't have the, I don't have its friend area, or its camp. And then I ended up coming across a Togekiss that needed an apple. Yeah, I found a Togekiss that needed an apple, and I didn't have one on me. And I wanted it for the same reason that I wanted the Gallade, in that I didn't want to spend 4 evolution crystals to get it from a Togetic. So that made me sad, but it's okay. Having such a big squad is great for boss fights, but when you're in the dungeon, it's super annoying. It's been a very long dungeon. I think floor 1, Cooper stepped on a sticky trap and made its item not only unusable, but I can't take it off. Normally, I just switch back and forth between people as their belly gets low, which is why I'm not using Gavin, because his belly's quite low and I ran out of apples. But the and normally I have a pair of X-ray specs, which let you see all the items and all the other Pokemon on the floor. But because Cooper's power band is sticky, I can't take it off and give it the X-ray specs, and it's very annoying. I'm a little tilted from this dungeon, if you couldn't tell. But that's okay, because I think I've actually been going through it, because I didn't do it right before I sat down to record this. I've been working on it a little bit before I go to bed. For the longer dungeons, that's basically just what I've been doing. Is before I go to bed, I'll pick up my Switch and do a couple floors. Also, Miltank having Milk Drink is incredible. Miltank is probably the best support Pokemon to have with you. Oh, why would you do that? Okay, now you can go for it. Thank you. Especially because, and I think, I don't remember, is this the first dungeon I brought Miltank for? No, I brought it for Suicune. I didn't talk about it in the last dungeon. But if we take a look at Miltank's summary, it has as its rare quality Rapid Bullseye, which means any move that hits multiple times always hits, which is the biggest, that is huge, especially considering that it has rollout. So going into fight Ho-Oh, I'm going to take control of Miltank, and I think that there's honestly, like, genuinely a pretty solid shot that I just one-shot Miltank with, or Ho-Oh with rollout. Like, I genuinely think that there's a solid chance that that's gonna happen. So we'll see when we get there, I guess. I guess just to sort of give myself something to talk about, I was brainstorming some stuff earlier. So, what is your favorite part of Pokemon? So obviously, if you watch this channel, you watch this series, you probably enjoy Pokemon. I think that's a pretty safe bet. But there are so many things about Pokemon to enjoy. You know, people love, like, the shiny hunting community. People love, like, the Nuzlocking community, even though that's kind of, especially, like, on YouTube, the Nuzlocking community is kind of, like, taken a pretty sizable, like, step back in the last year and a half, probably. But, like, for me, something that I found recently that I really enjoy is just, like, collecting. I think I've completed the Pokédex once. And I've been playing this game since I was literally like 4 years old. Because like I was born in '96, so like I was 2 when the first Pokemon game came to the States. And so like I've been playing this game basically since I was cognitive enough to be able to hold something in my hands and understand what was going on. So it was in all that time, in 19 to 20 years of playing these games, I've only completed the Pokédex once, I think. Twice, actually, because I completed it in Let's Go. But I think I completed it in, like, Emerald, I think. Hold on, which item is this? Calcium. Yeah, so I think I completed it in Emerald, and then in Let's Go, because Let's Go was super easy to complete the Pokédex in. Especially if you, like, play Pokemon Go regularly. But for some reason with Pokemon Home, Munchlax, what are you doing? Yeah, with Pokemon Home, I have no idea why, but I have been slowly but steadily working on, oh Jesus, working on getting a living dex in Pokemon Home. Why does this keep happening? Also, I thought... Is that what Muddy Water does in this game? Because that's not what it used to do. Muddy Water and Surf used to just be like single target in front of you, but I think that... Are they entire room effects now? So much is happening. I'll take that. Why am I controlling you again? So much is happening right now. But yeah, with Pokemon Home, I've been, like, really, like, trying very hard to get a living dex. And it makes me sad that, like, I wasn't as involved with Pokemon for, like, off and on for a couple years. Like, for example, there are a couple of event Pokemon that I just don't have and have no way of getting. Like Hoopa, I have no way of getting Hoopa. You know, short of cheating, which I don't really want to. Wow, actually, thank you for that, Swampert. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's real bad. That's real bad. Okay, so we have a Mega Swampert somewhere on the floor. Okay, so there's nobody in my immediate path. I think that I should be fine. Sorry, that's my phone. But yeah, so short of cheating, I have no way of... Okay, there's still nobody there. Okay, they're all gone. I have no way of getting Hoopa, Volcanion. Once Pokemon Go gets like full connectivity with home, instead of having to transfer through Let's Go first, I'll be able to get Jirachi, because I am almost done, not quite done, with the Jirachi event in Pokemon Go. So like, it's pretty much only... What else is it? Zeraora, I don't have. Just some of the like more recent event Pokemon. Victini, I don't have a way of getting Victini. So everything else is more or less pretty easy. I have to play through my copy of Diamond, and then I also have to play through my copy of White 2 to be able to get some stuff, which is a little bit annoying, but like, it is what it is. So if you have an extra event legendary, Meloetta is another one, laying around, and you don't feel like you need it, please let me know. Because it's honestly, like, genuinely, it's 100% my own fault for not, because I know that I did the Zeraora event, or like I had one at one point, and I have no idea what happened to it. And it's, Alakazam, where are you going? And it's genuinely really frustrating. Same thing with like Victini. I know, and what was that? Dig has range like that for big Pokemon? That's crazy. That's actually insane. Who took damage from that? All three of us took damage from that. That's insane. It's going forward again. Okay, Alakazam, you're gonna die here. All three of us are gonna get knocked out. Oh, I should have used Milk Drink there. Oh, maybe Munchlax doesn't get knocked out. Maybe Munchlax is a bulky boy. You keep doing that, Alakazam. Oh, thank you. See, this is what I was talking about with, like, this being a long episode. Okay, do I have a Max Ether? Yes, I do. Anyway. Cool. So yeah, event legendaries. I don't have them. And it really bothers me because for most of them, I know that I, like, did the event. So it's just very annoying that, like, especially, like, around Gen 5, I didn't really care so much about Pokemon. Like, I still played the games. And, like, looking back on it, I really, really enjoyed Gen 5 story. As I think is, like, a pretty, like, universal, like, sentiment, is most people enjoy Gen 5 story. But, and I know that I did the Victini event. I know that I did, what was that? Surge Bear, cool. I know that I did the, Draco Meteor Jirachi from GameStop. I know that I had that at one point that I don't have anymore. I know that I had the Victini that had, like, Bolt Strike and Blue Flare and, Glaciate. I think that one was Japan only. But one of the event Victinis that had special moves I had that I just don't have anymore. I don't think I ever did the Hoopa one. or the Volcanion one. But I know I did the Zeraora one. Yeah, it's just been very annoying to me, and like I've been kicking myself for not having kept them, you know, because that was a big thing for me. It's like, oh, when am I ever gonna need to use this? You know, it's cool that I have the event Pokemon, but like, most of my friends had stopped playing at that point, so it's like, you know, who do I have this for? I didn't do a lot of like online competitive at the time because you know, Pokemon Showdown exists. And in my mind, I remember thinking, I was like, when it's not like I'll ever be able to put all these in the same place. But here we are. With Pokemon Home being something that I enjoy a lot. But yeah, it's been fairly annoying. So once again, if you have any of those that you have kicking around that you wouldn't mind, like I'd give you something that I have that you might want. I do have some decent shinies. Like I have a really nice like competitive shiny Goodra that I bred. A couple others, like I have the shiny event Xerneas and Yveltal. I don't think I have the shiny. I wish it would take me out of auto mode when one of my teammates is getting attacked, but cool. These later dungeons are very annoying. Anyway, so all that to say, what is your favorite part of Pokemon? I really enjoyed shiny hunting in Let's Go because I'm weak and it was very easy in Let's Go. I'm not all that much. Oh, that doesn't cut corners. I don't have the patience, nor really the time, to just sit and shiny hunt in Sword and Shield. You know, Masuda method is easy enough, and that's actually probably what I prefer because it generally gets you more like competitive Pokemon, which is what I would want to use them for. I think I did a little bit also in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, not the wormhole because I was never any good at that. But I did do some. Wow, that Charizard just got sent to another dimension. Anyway. I did some of the, like, SOS chaining in, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And I remember, I think my first shiny that I got in that was a Grubbin, and it was, Modest Nature, and I was like, you are perfect. Like, there's, it was, yeah, I think it was Modest Nature. It was either Modest or Quiet. I remember it was, like, a competitive nature. And I had a bunch of bottle caps. So I just used those. It was great. Ended up turning it into like a really nice shiny Vikavolt, which like shiny Vikavolt looks great anyway. Shiny Vikavolt is one of my favorite shinies. Oh god, I'm about to get skull bashed. Yeah, sure, I'll use one of those. Wow, that was a lot of like that was a really cool animation for not that much damage. But yeah, other than in Let's Go and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I've never really done shiny hunting. Just because I've never, like I said, I'm not the most patient person in the world. I like to think that I'm a relatively patient person, but like not when it comes to playing video games, like if I'm playing video games, I want like instant gratification. That's why I play video games. I don't play video games to get like a long. I have to be in a very, very specific mood to want that kind of thing out of video games. Like, for me, it's like there was one day. And of course, a lot of them are flying types. Why aren't you using Heat Wave? That's literally all I need you to do. No. I mean, I'm burned, so there's not much of a point. Just let me die. As I was saying, there was one day where I just decided in Skyrim where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build a house. And I sure did. I did the requirements to be able to buy a house in Skyrim. And I did it. And I was on Skyrim for like 11 hours straight building this house. And now I love my house. It's got a really beautiful cellar that I had turned into like my armory with like a forge. And I'm sure it's for anyone who's familiar with Skyrim. Why do these Blastoists know withdraw and iron defense? Interesting. Anyway. Oh my god, why is there something going on back there? Cool. Anyway. Building houses in Skyrim. Just think about how happy that makes you, Gavin. And then you can just be less frustrated at all of the stuff going on in this game. Building houses. I really enjoyed building that house. Running around trying to find all the materials that you need, which is a lot harder than you might think. I remember the first time I ever tried building a house in Skyrim. There's a couple of resources that you need that are... One of them is clay, and the other one is like stone, I think. I think it's just stone. Oh, it's an X dot max out there. I think it's just called stone. But it's very... But both of them, like, they're regular mining things. Like, there's all sorts of... If you've never played Skyrim, there's a couple different kinds of ore that you can, like, mine with a pickaxe if you have one. And if you... Oh, I'm out of bone meringues, aren't I? Yeah. But yeah, if you have a pickaxe, you can mine, like, iron ore, silver ore, gold ore, a lot of different kinds of stuff. I even saw that person there. And this stone and clay are some of the things that you can mine. However, with iron and all the other ores, there's like a limit to them. I think it's like you get 3 pieces of that material per mining spot. However, for clay and for stone, that is not the case. I think it goes until you get like 99 of them. So I remember, and it's like it goes to like a little cutscene, almost of like when you do that, when you mine stuff, it goes to a little cutscene, and after you deplete that like ore vein, it's you leave the cutscene. But I remember there was one time where like I was trapped in the cutscene of mining clay. and you can't leave. Like, you can't get out of it, which is something that I wish that they would have told, a little disclaimer about mining stone and clay, is that, hey, unless you use, like, have the pickaxe equipped and go for the, like, attack motion, which does the same thing, you can mine it that way too. If you do that, you can stop after you get however many you want. But if you don't, then you're screwed. Then you're literally stuck there for, I don't even know how long. Because normally it goes until the vein is depleted, which I think is, I don't even know how many, but it's way more. It took, I don't think I finished it. I think I like restarted my game. Or like closed the game and opened it back up. Why did I throw that? So yeah, that was just, I don't want to say a bad game mechanic, because it's actually very useful that those like veins of stone and clay don't run. This is what I had to deal with for 40 floors before I started this episode. Oh man. Please stop. Please stop this. Okay, that's much better than whoever just used Sandstorm. That's infinitely better. Okay. Do I have a max ether? Yes. So I think Miltank's gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh, we're not. Okay, I know there's a lot of Charizard here, and this is not going to hit them. But at least it'll take out all these Blastoise. Because Miltank can handle these the Charizards. Okay, that's fine. Alright. If there's only one of you at a time, I can handle that. But I can't handle when you all come at me like a mob. Oh my god. Why are you like this, Charizard? Do they all die? Okay, that's fine. Boomerang can't miss because of the perk. Is that all of them? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're at a half an hour in the video, but we're almost there. At least Ho-Oh should... Foreshadowing, I'm sure. At least Ho-Oh should not be that hard because of Miltank. That's why I'm just going... I'm going the rest of this dungeon with Miltank. Munchlax is going to die and cost me a Reviver Seed, so I'm just going to keep spamming this. Okay, I don't want to lose PP, and their grudge status goes away eventually. Is it now? Yes, it is now. Cool. at some point this summer, I'm just gonna feel like hating myself for a day, and I'm gonna live stream one of the 99 floor dungeons, and it's just gonna be disgusting. Like, I'm going to hate myself the entire time. I'm gonna drink like 3 energy drinks beforehand, so I'm just all hopped up. Oh my god, why is this happening? Can I just get out of this hell, please? There's literally a floor and a half left. Please. Oh my god. Please just... Okay, just get closer to me so that I can kill you. I don't remember why I taught Miltank Thunder Punch, but I did. Okay. Watch me slowly lose my mind here. Did that just become unlinked? If that did, I'm going to foam at the mouth. Okay, thank God. That's how it used to work in old games. Is if one of the PP for... I'm not going to use that because we'll get it healed when we go to the next floor. Or when we fight... When we fight... Oh my God. In the old games, if you had a move linked and the PP ran out for one of them, the move became unlinked, which was really minus, and it'd be really bad if that happened right now. Blastoise, why do you have to be this way? Thank you. I mean, y'all asked for more dungeon content, but I guess you guys just all wanted to see me be salty. I guess that's what you wanted. Anyway, back to Skyrim. Yeah, like I said, that one day I was just like, let's build a house, and so I did, and it was wonderful. And like I already had a house. But there's a difference. It was like one that I bought versus one that I built. And there was just something... Oh, thank God. No. Why didn't we just go up the stairs? Miltank, I hate you. Come here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, please. Jesus. Oh, and I'm out of brutal swings. Excellent. See, watch me just struggle for this 35 minutes of this episode, and then I get to Ho-Oh, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna one-shot it. Like, realistically. Excellent. You have done well to come this far. This is really pretty. You have overcome countless challenges, fought through many dangerous situations, and finally ascended to the very peak of Mount Faraway. Truly, only the chosen have reached the summit, plus their friends, that they found along the way. However, this is not the end. That's very pretty. I am Ho-Oh, the builder of rainbows across the sky. Only when you overcome me in battle, that is when the mountain is conquered. This is the final challenge. Here I come. Alright. That seems like a bit much. Oh my. Why is this happening, Joe? It's a cataclysm. While the master of this dungeon is bathed in light, its HP will be restored and its bad statuses will be healed. That's not too bad. That's going to do a lot. Alright, let's see. Do I actually just one-shot this? Let's find out. No, I did not one-shot it. Fun fact. But I feel like I did like 1,000 HP right there. Do I two-shot it? Because how much do these do? Just under 200 damage. I do two-shot it. Like, I feel like if I didn't have Miltank, this would have been a really, like, tough boss because of the whole, like, healing itself condition, you know? Team Poke Rescue's courage in the fierce battle left an impression on Ho-Oh. You can now access the Rainbow Peak camp, and Ho-Oh joined the team. There's a rare quality recoil boost, which I'm assuming is basically just gives it like reckless as like an ability. Basically, will not give you a nickname because Ho-Oh is already a great name. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to well, first of all, I'm gonna look and see how many floors the dungeon is first. But we're gonna be starting the Latios and Latias quest with going to, what is it? Northern Range, I think. We saw the beginning of that event not 2 episodes ago, episode 21, 22, the Entei episode, I think. I'm almost positive that's when it was, but anyway, I'll like fill you in at the beginning of next episode if you miss that or don't know the plot line of this. Anyway, it's a 15-year-old game, so but yeah, thank you very much for watching. We finally made it through it, and you watched me be a little salty, which a little salt in moderation is never a bad thing. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe, turn on notifications so that you do not miss the next time this series goes live. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Pallet_U to keep up on all things Pokemon science. And as always, there's a time and place for everything.